What's up, ladies and mullets? Welcome back to the channel. This is the podcast at hand, The Refinery Worker. I'm your host, Shaq the Beast. We are here today on my own topic. I thought of one on my own. You guys have helped me out tremendously, and I appreciate it. I definitely do. I thought of this one on my own. I'm proud of myself. But this topic is about traveling and staying when you're out of town for work. What kind of traveler are you when you go out of town for work? No matter what state you're in, how do you travel? But before we get fully into it, go ahead and smash it. Smash, not thumbs down, but smash that like button, subscribe, share it, and leave me comments down below on any topics you may have, or if you want to comment on a certain traveler that you are for work, whether it's pipeline, however you travel, refineries, whatever. Comment down below, and I'll further explain it so you'll understand how to comment on what kind of traveler you are. Ladies and mullets, there are different type of ways to stay when you are out of town for work. And these words are not in Webster's dictionary or in any thesaurus you can ever find. So there are your hotelers, your RV'ers, your Airbnb'ers, your roommaters, your cabiners. There's even your truck stoppers. So I'll explain it. Me, I'm a hoteler. I've done all except for be a full-time RV'er for work, at least. But I have rented. There was one job I was in Seadrift. I rented a little travel trailer that was set up and it was stationary, and it was there to rent. And it had the location had cabins as well that they rented. But it was me. I think it was like a little 24-footer, 28-footer. It was small. It did the trick. So I'm going to kind of explain each of them as far as, or as much as that I can. Hotelers are, like myself, are typically people when we travel for work, whether it's in the state of Texas or out, we just book a hotel room. And it's pretty self-explanatory. The RV'ers are the people that pull their campers, and they can travel with their campers, and they find a campground and plop it there and pay their camp note or whatever, their campground note, and boom. Cabiners, Airbnb'ers, you can go online, or you can scope out the area beforehand, or somebody on the job that's already there, and they can give you somebody's number where you can call and get a cabin or an Airbnb, or you can use I guess they have the app. I'm not promoting that app. Whatever, I've heard some good things and some bad things. I'm not promoting any apps or anything like that. But hotelers, it can get dicey, especially if you're in like a janky hotel. I've been in my fair share of those. Work is work, and if the job's paying, I'm going. So that's just me. There are some people that won't go for a certain dollar. And I have standards. Yeah, I do. I have standards. But, there's typically, unless it's not feasible, there's not jobs I'll turn down. And I've always been there like that way. And I'm a hard worker, and I won't never stop. But hotelers, you got to look out. So let me explain. Before I even bring my belongings into the room, I will do a series of checks. I'll check the mirrors, make sure it's an actual mirror. I'll check the smoke detectors, because people, it's 2023. You could put the smallest camera in somebody's butthole and see what they're thinking. It's that simple. I check for if the smoke detector works. Let's see. Oh, to me, besides like things not flooding and breaking and destroying my things, I check for bed bugs. That's why I leave my belongings outside in my truck before I bring them in. Quick story. I was doing my little check. I found a crack pipe. underneath my mattress while I was doing my little bed bug check. And what was more appalling than finding the crack pipe was the front desk lady's reaction to the crack pipe. She was very calm about it, like it was a common thing. So I was like, what the fuck? I didn't stay in that hotel very long, so needless to say. But if I had to label the travelers by tier, RV'ers are definitely like your top tier travelers, workers. Then, and this is my opinion, depending on the price, the cabiners, and if the Airbnb doesn't screw you over, like the two foxes, Big Fox and Little Fox, which were kind of screwed out of $3,000 by Airbnb. Hence why I don't promote any apps or promote anybody. But if you can get a room for a decent price or a cabin for a decent price, that will come in second. And then the hotelers, I want to say, come in dead last. The roommaters and the truck stop people, they're in their own category. Truck, like if there's been times I've gotten on jobs where I was like literally the last, second to last, or the last person that was booked in that hotel. And I know a couple guys that have stayed in truck stops. Now, truck stops have showers and things like that. So if you got a decent sized, comfortable truck, you can make do with it until like a room comes available or something, opens up. But yes, I'm going to go ahead and put the roommaters and the truck stoppers in their own little separate category. But RV'ers come off on top. And reason being, RV'ers, let's say your camper is not paid for. Okay, and we get per diem. If you don't know what per diem is you get paid every day you show up. There's two types of per diem. There's days worked and there's 7-day sub. Days worked is what it sounds like. The day you show up, the day you work, you get per diem. 7-day sub is if you work 6 days out of that week, 5 days out of that week, 4 days out of that week, you get your 7-day per diem. RV'ers come off on top with the whole per diem situation, because even if they are still financing their RV, it's never the same. Let's say your per diem, by the grace of God, is $3,000 a month, right? All together. Let's say your RV loan is, you're financing it for $500 a month, and your RV park for shits and giggles is $500 a month, or yes, a month. That's $1,000, right? So you have $2,000 that goes back into your house every month. It's like a gold mine. So whereas hotelers, I'm pretty much paying almost a lot of it. My hotel rooms are definitely up there because I pay by the week, and it has been upwards of $600 a week. And obviously once they know, because the hotels get wind of whenever a turnaround, especially if the turnaround's in the area, close proximity, when they find out there's a turnaround, more people start to come in, and they're coming in for work, they raise the prices up. Naturally, it's a business, I get it, right? So RV'ers, even if they do that, it'll typically be what I pay a week for them a month. That's why that tier, that triangle, RV'ers, they're on top. Again, these are not legitimate terms. This is a word. These are words I made up, but whatever. It's something that my fucking brain understands, and you motherfuckers are gonna roll on with me or roll off. It is what it is. So hotelers, you get into sticky situations with that, along with the prices being hacked up. So you gotta watch yourselves. Now, roommaters, me, I like to sleep naked. And you gotta understand, I work in denim or Nomex long sleeve shirts, typically have to be down to the wrist and buttoned up almost to the neck. That makes for a long, hot fucking day, especially in the summer in Southeast Texas or Louisiana or wherever. It's fucking hot. So if I don't have to have clothes on, I'm not gonna have clothes on. Simple as that. Like it, I don't give a shit. Anyway, roommaters, all your weird traits, you kind of got to throw them out the window, or you're going to either creep your roommate out, your roommate's going to leave, and then you're stuck with the whole fucking hotel bill or whatever by yourself. So it gets dicey, definitely. It gets real funky being a roommater. I've done it. Me and my buddy Ruben, we did it for a while up in North Dakota, and then Little Joker, and I did it, and it was definitely an experience. Huey and I had to carry Little Joker from a not so radical, but I guess radical to him barbecue right after we got off work. We were on nights. So yeah, and he puked all over the floor in our hotel room. It was great. It was fun times. Fun fucking times. It was a good time. But traveling for work, these RVs definitely come off. You come out with a win. And Huey definitely convinced my wife and I, because we went to his RV, and it was my wife, my daughter, his wife Jess, and their 2 kids, Olivia and Landon, and we were all just hanging out, shooting shit, talking, and Jess and Huey were kind of breaking it down to us, telling us even if we financed one, we'd still come out on top versus being in a hotel. And he gave us different scenarios, and it usually Huey doesn't make sense, but it made sense. And it was mostly because his wife was driving that conversation, and it definitely made sense. RV'ers is where it's at, and you can't go wrong because you can always use it when you go on a camping trip with your family, or you know, take for instance me. I have 2 bullies. People see that breed and they get dangerous dog. They're not, but anyway, we don't ever have to look for a hotel. Now, when I go into these hotels, fuck, dude, everybody knows about the fucking black light. In this hotel right here, I found a eyelash. I found an eyelash underneath my mattress doing my bed bug check. That's not a problem. I get it, you know. Fuck, I probably have left plenty of underwear and shit like that in hotels. It happens. But you can take those RVs with you and go on a trip and don't have to worry about it. And you're sleeping in that bed is your bed. Now you got your bed at home, and you got that bed, that pillow. I'm a drooler. When I'm getting good sleep, I am in it, and I know I drool. Imagine how many motherfuckers have been drooling on these pills. And if these guys are not getting they're doing their job right and washing the shit correctly, sanitizer mode, because my washer and dryer, the dryer too, has an allergy and sanitizer mode. And if I don't know how and what machinery they use to wash this stuff, so it's shit to make you think, and it's made me think, and it's made my wife think. So we're kind of more leaning towards that now, but we have to see how life goes, because definitely I have to have a truck to pull it. Those are the only downfalls to it. But I already drive a truck. Whether or not I purchase something that can be pulled by my truck, we'll find out. That's an easy fix. But you got to keep upkeep. But even with the maintenance and the upkeep of RVs, you will always come out on top. Traveling for work with those, it's a good thing. And it benefits you, your household. So definitely the RV'ers are where it's at. This topic was brought to me by me. Came up with this one myself. Proud. I'm proud of myself, and I appreciate all of you guys' help with the topics and the things in the comments that you all, and the feedback that you all have been giving me. I appreciate it 100%. I love rocking out with you guys. Definitely. But definitely RVing, or RV'ers, as I've been saying, is better than hotelers, roommaters, Airbnb'ers, cabiners, or whatever, because it's yours. Once it's paid off, it's yours. You can trade it in, you can do what you want, but that thing is going to be yours. You can, if you don't want to use the mattress that you purchased that came with it, you can buy another mattress. Clearly, you can bring pillows from the house. It's yours. I sleep on different pillows and mattresses all the time, but it is what it is. So you just gotta definitely weigh out your pros and cons with how you travel for work, and that will put you in the category of an RV'er, hoteler, roommater, truck stopper. Hopefully that's not you, because I'm sure that sucks. Or Airbnb'er. So you're gonna do whatever it takes to get to the job and get the job done and get that money. You got to secure the bag, right? You just want to be comfortable in the process, and definitely having a conversation with Huey, it was a no-brainer. So that's kind of a goal I'm working towards. Yeah, so ladies and mullets, it's been a great journey. We got plenty to go. I'm still putting out content. Sometimes makes it a little difficult, but we're here. We're rocking out. Y'all go ahead and put God first. I always say this. That's first and foremost. Be a hand, not a pinky. We don't fuck with that. And definitely don't be a worm. But y'all be safe. It's summertime here in Texas. Please drink water. Stay hydrated. Stay out of the sun if you don't need to. And just be safe, man. I'm out.